G'day. What are we, Sunday? Sunday, isn't it? Father's Day. We're out feeding sheep, so that's alright. It's got to be done. Very windy, isn't it? Yeah. Shocking, to be honest. But yeah, out doing a bit of hay. Just keeping them ticking along. I'm sort of just feeding, I'm not feeding full bales, just half here and half there, but there's a bit of green about. Canola's starting to flower a bit now. Got my jump tied up because I've been pushing the hay off, but yeah, got the kids today, so we're going to go and have a look at the crops later, aren't we? And we're going to service this old ute because what's she done now? 450. She'd be over 10 or 15,000 over a service, so I thought I'd better give it some love. Good morning. What are we? Monday. So yeah, get back into it. What do we do? Sunday, cut a bit of wood and stuff around, do all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so today I'm going to start chopping out these cross members in this crate. Yeah, I just had to repair the air compressor. I've had a few issues with that, but that's all good now. Yeah. And then yeah, we're going to remove this back door as well. So I'll get set up now and we'll yeah, get some things happening. So yeah, I've started chopping these out. I got that front one chopped out now. I just got to do a bit of work around these corners here, and then yeah, we'll put this down. Oh, there's nothing there to drop that on though. No, I'll have to keep that up. So I'll keep that one up. And yeah, we'll get up here and chop this one down now. I'll do that and we should be all good. Take that out. So yeah, I'll set the camera up and we'll do a bit more cutting. So yeah, I'll do a bit of cutting of this out now. So yeah, as you can see, it takes a bit of cutting out, but I wanted to cut those angle brackets off because I'm actually getting new fish plates made up, so I can just start with a new bit straight through and yeah, fish plated here. Yeah, and then have it radius so it doesn't crack. But the worst part is I've got to cut all this off. I want to get that back to that RHS there. So yeah, we'll do a bit of chopping here and see how it goes. Because yeah, they got these angle on, not angle on, but fish plates up the top here. And, oh, they're obviously an aftermarket. As you can see up the top here, I'll show you. where they come to a point right in the center of the RHS. And obviously it's cracked right on that point. So there's a sharp edge there where if they possibly radius that a lot more, it wouldn't actually crack in the middle of that RHS. So we mightn't even, we're gonna do ours a bit different. So we'll set up and cut these out now and see how we go. I'm just sort of working around where I can and can't. G'day. Yeah, so Tuesday. Yeah, got all that cut out yesterday. So obviously that's the old work there, so she's buggered. Yeah, got all that sort of ground up and weld prepped up there, ready to weld on. I'm just sort of waiting on some steel to turn up for that. Then what else we got on? This thing here, the old loader. It's got an oil leak. So I had the old man wash it down yesterday and I've had it sitting here overnight and I think it's coming out of that fitting right there. I don't know if you can see it's wet in there. So I'm going to get this in the shed now and I might even pull a few levers and stuff and see what's going on, because yeah, it's just hosing out oil. It's pooling on the ground and it's actually, like you see, it's spraying oil on the tyres here as well. So something's not quite right there. So yeah, I'll get that in the shed now. She's a bit foggy this morning, as you can see. Yeah, but I think it's going to be a lot nicer day for, well, for being outside anyway, because it's been windy and it's just shit for the last week. But yeah, check the oil on this thing. Loves eating oil, this tractor. I think she needs a rebuild. But yeah, I'll get some stuff out of the way in the shed and we'll back this in and have a look and see what we can find, because it's getting annoying. I'm putting a lot of oil through the back end of it. And yeah. So yeah, I haven't really got a game plan here yet, but I'm gonna sort of see if I can take that hose off there, undo that fitting, and that's the one that's leaking down the bottom there. I'll just completely take the hose off because it's a bit rubbed in there as well. And then I'll get a little bit of a visual and see how we go. Yeah, I've noticed on their videos these lights flick and carry on, so sorry about that. But sometimes you got to have the lights on. Yeah, so I'll have a crack at getting that out. It's in a shit spot. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's way down in the bottom there. And I see why the old man's given up and said, bugger that, you can do it. So we'll have a go at that this morning and see how we go. And I'll probably put on time lapse so you don't hear me swearing. Yeah, I'll stop filming this, taking this thing out. It was just shit, but got in there. You can sort of see, yeah, see the plug hole there. Yeah, so I've taken that barb fitting. There's a hose that it's a return that goes back into the block, but then there's that threaded hole there. Yeah, so I ended up getting this fitting out. This one here. I'd say, well, it's all been rusted, because I'd say a fair bit of dirt sits in that hole there, and yeah, she's just over time rusted out. I don't know whether the O-rings, yeah, well, that backing washer's pretty wrecked. That took me a good half an hour, 40 minutes to get that fitting out. I had to bash it and yeah, to try and get it to spin. So plan is I'll go get another fitting hopefully somewhere today, and I'm hoping a bloke up in Manu might have one. and then yeah, we'll put that back in and we should be sweet there, hopefully. Now, this is another job I got on. Camera's wobbling. I've got to cut this down. So this is obviously out of a shifter. So that's your tube and that's your return. So what I got to do, I got to take this flange off. So cut that flange off and then shorten it by 2 feet. So yeah, I think it must be a special order because obviously these shifters come in, yeah, they just come in sections. They bolt them all together so they can put them in a container. So yeah, the bloke that builds these ones wants to, yeah, make a shorter one. So I think it might be 45 feet standard, where he wants to make it 40, what would it be, 43 or 42. So yeah, we're going to chop that off. I'll just get the plasma out and butcher that off for now, and then yeah, we'll cut this bit with the grinder. Hardest part is it's got a double skin, obviously, so I'm going to have to cut the outside and then yeah, get in and cut the inside. I've done it before. This is a Soaring Eagle, this one. This bloke's only just started sort of bringing these in. Oh, he's probably had them a year now. They're really good. So yeah, I can't afford one, but they're good. Yeah, I've done Relier belt once before as well, like shorten them. So yeah, it won't be too bad a job, I don't think. We'll just, yeah, as I said, chop that off with the plasma, rough cut it off. And then, yeah, obviously it's been welded on the inside here too, so we're going to have to trim all that out. It's going to be a bit of a job, but it won't be too bad. And then obviously take that flange, chop it back here. So yeah, we might, I'd mark it out first so I know where we've got to be, and then we'll just cut that off. So we might start doing a bit of that now, because I'm waiting on a message on that fitting. I sent a photo to a bloke, so hopefully I can get one of them instead of having to go to town, because I've got to go and have a look at a job over the back with a bit of fencing, so which would be good. Fog's cleared now, yeah, so I think it's going to be a nice day. No wind, which is great. So, and then yeah, I've got to pick up some parts for that as well. So yeah, it's all happening today. So yeah, I'm just going to mark this out now. I've worked out the measurements, sort of, yeah, 605 from the inside of the flange, chop it there. That's our 2 feet. I'm talking mil, not feet. Bloody metric system come in years ago. So yeah, we'll mark that out now. And like I said earlier, excuse the lights in this shed. I noticed, I watched the video the other night on YouTube, and flicking of these lights is out of control. But yeah, I sort of need lights to work. But yeah, I'll set this up and I'll mark it out, and then we'll blow it all off and start chopping up. Destroying a nice barrel, but that's all right. We'll get into it. Righto, so we got that chopped off, as you can see. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'll just get the grinder out and grind all this up. Obviously, it's hot. It's been welded on the back side here, so I'm going to have to sort of trim all that out and yeah, get it all ground out, which will be fine. That won't be no worries. Done it before. Yeah, we'll knock all that old tubing out. Now I'll move this down and cut this up. I'm just going to use the grinder, chop this out, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully the old man will come back and when I get to the last bit, he can sort of hold it. I might have to do a bit of butchering here, just so I can get in there and cut that inner tube. Yeah, but we'll cut the majority with the grinder where I can, and then we'll go from there. That's the plan at any rate. Oh, got that cut down now. So that's what we've cut out, 2 feet. Yeah, obviously I had to cut that extra bit out of the outer so I could get my hand in there and cut the inside tube. So that's just what it's got to be. I'll grind all this up now. Pretty much, I don't think there's any point marking it. Well, there wasn't, because it's got to be where it's going to be. It's only in one spot, so yeah. I'll grind all that up and I'll grind this end up. And then we'll weld her on. And that'll be that. Yeah, so I've got this tacked on now. It was a bit of a shit job getting the old skin out of the flange. I actually ended up having to sort of plasma cut it out. So it was welded both sides. So yeah, it's tacked on now, measures right. Look, there's a bit of gap here and there. Like, it's a little bit gappy down here, but I'll sort of just run it. I'll fill this in first, and then I'll run a hot pass on the back here, and it should be fine. So yeah, I'm going to weld this out now, and it should be all good. Then I might even run it up to where it's got to go, because I've got to get some parts up there myself. So we'll chuck her in there and weld her up. Yeah, so I got, as you can see, I got the inside welded out now. It was a bit gappy. That's why I went vertical down. It's not really structural, so don't judge on me on that one. I don't usually go vertical down, but yeah, so I filled it in. It was a bit gappy there, but I'll poly fan that up and flap disc it. Now I'm just going to yeah, weld the backside. I'm going to put a decent fillet on that. By the looks of it here, they got like, well, it's only a 6mm fillet, but that's all vertical down too. So I'll just sort of weld a bit, rotate it, and, yeah, work my way around it. I don't think I'll have it stinking hot welding it, because there is a bit of gap sort of in spots. So we'll just fill her up nice and easy, and then we'll be done. so that's welded out now. There's a bit of a stuff around turning it, but it definitely makes it easier to weld. So hopefully I've got it all pretty similar size. It was a bit hard on this backside here. It was a bit gappy in there, but yeah, it'll be alright. So I'll clean that up now with a poly fan and yeah, send it. I'm not painting it, so yeah, I'll do that now. This battery's about to go flat, so I'll clean that up and then I'll yeah, go and have some lunch and I'll change the battery. So yeah, got it done now. Obviously I'll poly fan that all up. Got it nice and smooth so the belt can run through all this. So I'm going to load that on the trailer now, and I've actually got to go up to town where this goes and grab some plate for that trailer and a few laser cut bits as well. So yeah, I'll load this on now and then we'll go up and do that and come home and hopefully we can get a hydraulic part for that tractor as well, that fitting. I just don't know where the old man threw it. He did have it, but yeah, we'll find it and we'll hopefully get one of them so then we can get this out of the shed. Righto.